The Renaissance, a period spanning roughly the 14th to the 17th century, is often celebrated as a golden age of art, science, and humanism. It bridged the medieval world with the modern, fostering an environment ripe with innovation and intellectual curiosity. But was this era truly a time of enlightenment for all, or was it shaped and controlled by the wealthy elite for their own ends? In exploring this question, let us first consider the immense cultural and artistic achievements that define the Renaissance. It was indeed a time when extraordinary figures like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Galileo emerged, transforming our understanding of the world. This era witnessed a revival of classical learning and a flourish of creativity that was, in many ways, unprecedented. Culture bloomed with the works of Dante and Shakespeare, while art reached new heights with masterpieces that continue to captivate us today. However, beneath these grand achievements lies a more complex narrative. Funding such remarkable works required substantial wealth, which was predominantly held by a small proportion of society. The Medici family in Florence, for example, used their financial power and political influence to sponsor numerous artists and scholars. While their patronage undeniably propelled the Renaissance forward, it also raises questions about the true accessibility of this enlightenment. Was the Renaissance a cultural flourishing shared by society as a whole, or was it rather a tool through which the elite could consolidate their power and influence? In this light, the Renaissance can be viewed as a period of dual significance. On one hand, it signified an intellectual awakening that challenged traditional medieval views, placing humanism and individual potential at the forefront. On the other, it highlighted the disparity in society where education and cultural participation were largely confined to those with privilege. The very architecture that symbolized this era, opulent buildings such as Palazzo Pitti or St. Peter's Basilica, were testaments to wealth and often built upon the labor and taxes extracted from the less privileged. The question of whether the Renaissance was a period of enlightenment or elite manipulation is further complicated by the social and economic structures of the time. Despite the advancements and the burgeoning of ideas, the rigid class hierarchies remained largely intact. Benefits of the Renaissance were thus not universally felt, generating a dichotomy between the ideals of intellectual freedom and the realities of societal constraints. Yet, the legacy of the Renaissance is undeniable. It laid the foundations for the modern world, sowing seeds of inquiry and skepticism that would blossom into the Enlightenment. It provoked debates and ideas that resonated well beyond its time, influencing subsequent generations to challenge the status quo. In conclusion, the Renaissance can be seen as both an era of enlightenment and manipulation. Brought forth remarkable progress while simultaneously exposing the power dynamics of its time. By understanding these complexities, we gain insight not only into the Renaissance itself, but into the broader nature of cultural epochs. Examining the Renaissance, we unveil the perennial interplay between innovation and influence, progress and power, a dialogue that continues to shape our world today.